the off chance this goes on YouTube, Osakasa
What's up, my dudes?
playing EC. I'm playing Baltic. Hello.
Hello there.
Playing nuclear. Yeah, AC versus Baltic.
Nice.
Should be pretty fun.
Oh no! Why do you have this many helicopters deployed? What are you doing?
He actually said that before I spawned my helicopters. They
Yeah.
are coming. They are coming. How many is not enough?
Yeah, I think you need more hints. No, hints are really good at helo rushing.
I'm not helo rushing.
What?
I'm just taking map rundown.
Okay, I'll stop it now. I think is now going to buy like 10 billion pieces of AA.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. He knows I can be cheeky and say this while not taking any. You know.
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, the
Let's
issue
see how
is
this
he's playing EC, right? So he's got the Tiger too. So opening with Hilo is pretty ugh.
I always feel so uncomfortable playing this map. I have a friend that's very good at this map. You know, he always does the 2-point
I like
push.
this map. Yeah. It's a map. Oh, he just does this. You mean?
No, on
The
the
one,
north.
The other one.
Yeah. The one that apparently like after Razman is easy to counter, but the enemies seem to never be able to counter on him.
How did Razman say it's easy to counter?
I don't know, like if you push it was like on the replay of the tournament match from Firestarter where he pushed like into the city and with the moto deck.
Well, I guess, but
like,
I wouldn't say it's easy to counter. It's more like he said he can fight it. You can fight it off, right? But it's not like you can counter it in the opening.
I mean, Firestarter fucked up. He didn't buy any ATGMs for like 5/6 of the match. Like only in the last few minutes he actually brought an ATGM, even though he had the city
was a bit
for himself.
earlier than that, but yeah. Took him a while. But I mean, like, I understand also. You know, buying ATGMs always feels awkward because if you buy an ATGM and at the point the ATGM arrives, all your infantry is dying, you feel so stupid because now you have an ATGM, which is completely useless instead of an infantry. Which
No, but he had like total domination of the city. He had like two
anyway.
shock squads. That's yeah. I mean, he was pretty nervous and it was a tournament match, so no. Not like I didn't.
I agree. He could have bought an ATGM a bit earlier, but I think it's also.
It's not that bad.
I'm ready to meme on you.
Yeah, I'm too.
Memed on.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
This is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Oh wait. Wait, why are you not going? Oh fuck. I don't just stare at that. Agree. What the fuck?
Whoa. You have helos.
But the part about the healers I said before, he had bought a single helo, so. Go get him.
Lol.
Got him. those Strelchis are something very uncommon to see, for me at least.
Yeah, they are not coming. I'm a rad boy. Where's my... You use AMX-10, I use MI-17. Ha ha!
Being mean, man, you're pushing
Cheating.
on every front.
Cheating.
I mean, I am a bit of a better player, right? I think it's fair to say that, so it's not too surprising. Pushing him a bit. Fair to say that too.
I think you're doing what Patton would call multilane warfare.
I think you're doing what Patton would call memeing.
A little bit. I don't know. Hope I'm not being too mean.
I said memeing, not meaning.
Hmm. What does that mean? Okay, I'll stop now, sorry.
It's
I've been
meme.
too
It's
deprived.
memeing this.
This memeing is going too far.
No, he uses Hilo.
Oh no,
Of course.
what do to counter Hilo?
If only I was playing Baltic front. Actually,
I wouldn't do that, but like,
but do you do
it may work
do
well.
you live the thug life?
Yes. Watch as AMX-10s get wrecked by the KTs. Oh, no. Oh, okay, that was lucky. Wait, what? How?
Yeah, I am so good. Oh, he's got AA. He's got like a VBVDA.
Ah, yeah, Spag.
Yeah.
Shot the... No, I won't give you tips. That wouldn't be fair. Wait, is that a VBAA? Like,
I don't
that
even.
much
I have
damage?
no idea what happened here. Yeah. Why is do I not have any of? I see what you want to say now.
GG's, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Osakasa, how many habs did you buy?
One.
At least 2, I think.
From the start. One.
You start only one, right?
Yeah.
But why did you buy the other one?
For the right one. For the right side.
Hmm.
At the alpha. I saw there is a MI-70.
Oh, because of the
You
MI-17.
have 2 now, though. Didn't you lose one?
Interesting. Oh, like you guys are playing default, like how is it called? Ranked. So, oh wait, did you say GG already? I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it
think
kind of
it's
is.
pretty much CG already.
Because
Okay.
I wanted like that was a lot of Hilo in the beginning, you know, like 2 tigers.
Yeah, what did you have?
Yeah.
Did you
So
have
that
2
aside-
tigers and a hap or what?
No, it's like, oh no,
Oh,
the hub.
you had what exactly did you have? You had 1 tiger, 2 and a
It's
hap?
the
Or?
Hubschrauber and like the stealthy.
Yeah.
No wait, the Recon Tiger and the AA Tiger.
Yeah, but this is the thing, like the Hub Tiger, AA Tiger, it's the least efficient. 100 points for 4 Mistrals?
Is it for Mistrals? But I mean,
Yeah,
it
is
gets
for
a lot of rocket pods in the
Yeah,
cannon,
exactly. You get a lot of rocket pods, which actually are really nice, honestly.
but yeah, they are nice. But I mean, I wouldn't. I
Should
usually
it
don't.
more with HUD?
Like I am afraid of using it because, you know, like I'm risking a Panther to kill infantry squad is like no problem for me, but risking a 100-point helicopter.
Oh, you do it when it's less risky. I don't know. You know, like in the opener, it's an opener unit, right? And in the opener, AA doesn't tend to be very dense, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if you like deal with a helo drop, and mostly they had a helo drop, helo 2 or something. They were counting
Yeah,
on that
but
as
you
AA.
know,
So.
usually, but you're not the usual deck. You're freaking Baltic with Erikosa spam. I think you're the worst. You're the worst deck to helo drop against. Because once your infantry is down, the helicopters are just like awkward. Yeah.
Just wasting my models too.
Osaka, so what is your mindset right now? Like when you know you're in such a bad spot, like do you still have the same motivation to win and you know to focus on what you're doing, as if the match wasn't like in such a bad state, or how are you thinking right now?
How
At
professional
the
of a player
moment,
are you?
I know King is a much better player than I am, so I just taking this as a learning
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because
Because usually,
I don't give at all about the win ration or something like that. I just take as a learning.
because when I usually am in such a bad spot, I just start doing stupid stuff like buying planes and throwing them away and stuff. And that's a bad habit because usually the matches are actually winnable still, but I then on that point I just throw them away, and it's like a really bad habit I have. I have to get.
Well, I'm not throwing planes, but usually I try high risk, high reward.
I don't know, I mean, planes are high risk, high reward, but I just I think the things I do aren't even that stupid, but I then execute them very poorly because of the lack of focus. I don't know. It's interesting to see what other players think when they're like in a bad spot.
Yeah, you're right. Tiger Hub has much many rockets, almost twice the payload.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
Thought the
nice
Hub has
helicopter.
more.
I just, you know.
No.
Ah, yeah, okay, that's why. Because I'm like, I always need to have Cassiope in my deck.
Yeah, me too, honestly. The Cassiope is one of the best healers in the game. Like, no joke.
Like I love it
Yeah.
so much. It's so cheap, and you can just like,
Yeah.
cheek it through a flank. If there's no AA or no infantry on the ground, you can just wreck some transports. You can wreck some reinforcements. Easy as always, because you have to base defense.
I wonder what's gonna happen now.
Oh damn.
Oh, and KWS on MiG-21. Wait, it's still alive.
Finally. Finally.
Yo, bro.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was bad on me. Oh, that's not what I want you to do. Yes. Are you minimal range?
Rip
Seems
Legion,
like
yeah. Yeah, but barely.
Oh, no, actually, no. Land. Land. No!
Nice Katie.
That was a good idea. Fine, you didn't even stop the Hawk spell.
No, I haven't yet. Do you want me to?
I prefer not.
Do you want me to, Osakasa?
just keep trying. I have Raphael also. That's a warning.
Oh, you want to use your flow before I buy my meme mix?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Order me. Yeah. Blah, blah.
You guys are going to participate in the tournament, 2v2 tournament.
Yeah, I don't know, probably not. I'd like to, but I don't know if I have that much time on that weekend.
Oh.
What? Ugh, fuck. That's not great.
Oh, you are wrong there. Damn. That's too late.
Geroemd. Just got geroemd. Oh, Ripple's aim makes sense. Katie, go.
How balanced do you think this game is?
Really balanced.
Very balanced. Yeah. Very good. Oh.
Yeah, it's empty.
Can you wait with your legions? I'll be right back, okay?
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Actually, I didn't know what I'm doing so much wrong.
You don't know what you're doing wrong? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, you're killing my stuff here and there and everywhere. And
Yeah, I also don't get it how that's happening.
I don't know what I'm doing so much wrong.
I think it's because you're like, you might not be punishing him enough, but I don't know. Like, it's so strange because I don't see something you're doing very wrong. Like when I play, I see what I'm doing wrong, but. What do you think, Jengi?
I'm faster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are.
more
And I
aggressive.
have the complete initiative. I know exactly what he's gonna do. Well, not exactly
Yeah,
what he's gonna
you
do,
arrive
but
at the sectors before him.
like I'm completely right. At some point, I was floating through that point without even being worried. Like the game is just kind of over. So I can pick. You know what I mean? Like I know he can't have AA and tanks and everything everywhere. So if I see a Gepard on the right, I know he doesn't have a Gepard on the left. If I see 2 Model 2s on the left, I know he doesn't have 2 Model 2s on the right. You know? Because
Yeah, you're
considering how the
playing
game is
reactively.
going, there's no way he has everything everywhere. I'm just kind of trying to.
Yeah.
Maybe doing a decent job of it.
What I found interesting is this: in the beginning, even though you had your M1 Wilk and your stuff in the back of the central zone, you still, like in Dimitri, you had him on the back. You still were able to push on the left and the right simultaneously.
Yeah, I
without,
mean, I saw him
you know,
unload here, right?
sitting
And also,
around.
did you see the straight? Like, I saw his hap here, and I flew my helicopter around to get the 1 infantry squad in here. Right? And
Yeah,
having that 1 infantry squad in there didn't really matter, but it gave me so much info. Like, by having that there, I was then confident to rally my first KTs directly into here, which otherwise I would never dare, you know? Like, maybe here and then unload and walk or something.
yeah, that's
right?
true.
So that gave me
also-
extreme map control. And then I had the Ericstroy here, which told me that nothing's moving in this open field. So that I, for example, still this is clear, and so on. Right? So I knew he's contained here, A, because he helo dropped, so he doesn't have many vehicles, right? Like, once he's out of the helicopters, he's kind of immobile. God, these Panzergrens, would they please die?
Your MG is out of ammo. Yo, what the heck? Like, the Akari being out
Lol.
of ammo.
The Gepard was like, I am gonna kill this Wilk.
No.
Oops. Pew. Didn't I get... I got 2 squads up. Here. Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, that's a push.
A push.
Push. Wait, did the Gepard just get hit with a Streltsy and not die?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're not amazing.
Okay. Wait, but the Mario 2 died, okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Maybe side shot on the mother or something.
It looked like fun, but
Yeah, I agree.
it's just this
fuck.
game, man. It's just this game.
That's rips.
That's find it interesting that you could like hold the right with like 3 infantry squads and a helicopter.
I mean, it's a lot about information and so on. Like, does he know does he know I have 3 infantry squads, or does he think maybe I have 3 infantry squads and
Tank, like, and
yeah,
body.
exactly, right, and 1 tank. Ay, fuck, too early.
That's the thing that I always find so like so interesting about this game is the mind games, you know,
Oh yeah,
like how you
exactly.
are able to, you know,
Massive, and it's great.
like leave a flank completely open, but the enemy won't push because he saw like push up the units and stuff. But he can't think about it because he's focused on the flank you're actually pushing on. It's so beautiful.
I'm gonna get another one of you. I don't really need that right now.
Why are you using Polish Metis infantry?
This one?
I mean, they are good.
Because I want something in the... I don't know. I want something in an MI-17, and then you have to choose and pick. And this is my first time trying these guys out, honestly. Like, well, second game, I guess, but, you know, I just made the deck. not sold yet, but it's not too bad. Ugh. This is
I have a special place in my heart for infantry with like low
Yeah.
AP
Yeah,
missile
me too,
launchers, like
me
the
too.
dragons.
Oh, actually, I really liked the what are they called? Lecha Pechota?
Or,
Oh
but the
yeah, they're
Lakota
awesome.
are like they're actually very good.
Because they're
with
not
their-
missile based, right? Like same as a Nord
Yeah.
So I find those
But
amazing.
they are shocks. But they are shocks. That's also this.
I think the Strauchi
Yeah, I think.
Putanashi
Oh
are
no, they're
also.
not. Ah, yeah, they're not.
Oh.
Yeah, true.
Oh, they're not, but oh yeah, okay,
Okay,
that
I'm also a
sucks,
bit
'cause they're
disappointed by
also
them for now.
disappointing.
Like they just aren't hitting enough. Maybe I should try upgrading them. I would still get 9,
Yeah.
so it would be 4 less.
Always upvet the Metis or Eric's infantry.
I think I should start updating my light rifleman, by the way. Now that I think about it. It's looking at you. By the way, when do you start thinking about like buying CVs?
I know, ages ago. I'm not maybe taking this as seriously as I should or something.
Okay, so you usually would have already bought a CV,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like not letting. Oh come on, that work just stunted 2
double missed. Double
That's-
missed.
That's like what always happens to me when I use
Yeah.
Eric's infantry.
And then when my enemy does, it's like very different, I swear.
Yeah, it's GG. I don't want to suffer anymore.
But you pushed me all the way back to Eva.
Yeah, like,
that's
don't give
the...
Oh, you broke his will.
I mean, look at the right. That's really something which I think is quite typical. Actually, maybe I will keep this in for the recording. Of my games, is that sometimes I have a not great KD, right, like here, but the game is fucking over, right?
Mm.
Like if
Yeah,
we look
map
back at
control.
the exactly, and that's just something I think I have is I play very aggressively, and I really like having map control, I guess, and I like having vision, and I like having control and initiative in general.
Yeah.
So it leads to me playing, yeah, like in a very aggressive way, and yeah, it works very well. I also think it's I don't know, because there's 2 ways of thinking about was it alpha push kind of. I feel like I think a lot of the very good players actually would say that I'm doing it wrong, and that in this situation, or like what you should do in general when you get alpha is actually even try and get into Bravo. Because A, you're kind of giving up the north, which wasn't that much the case here, because I had even this, right? But
I mean, to be honest, you had like that over there. If you had actually, pushed early, he would have pushed you out pretty easily, I think.
exactly, right? I feel so too. Like I feel if you play aggressively, you want to get close to the enemy spawn, but you don't want to get too close, because then you can't pick your fights anymore. Then he's picking all the fights. Does that
Yeah,
make
that's
sense?
true.
Right?
That makes sense.
So that's why I feel like here is a good place to stop. And sure, like I'll poke into here, but like this for me is like I must hold this. This for me is I really want to hold this, and this for me is I'll poke in here from time to time. You know what I mean? Like get 2 squads of shocks in, disrupt his reinforcements, and then they die or fall them back. Or like get a tank here, you know what I mean? Like switch it up, but
Yeah.
like harass, but don't hold. This you want to hold if you can. This is like it. And then like I mean like yeah, like look at the opening, right? I mean okay, this was a full-on Healy drop opening, but it was an opening which was going for so much map control because I intended to get wait, what? Yeah. This, right?
Yeah.
Plus the middle plus alpha. So
Yeah, it was
basically
extremely aggressive.
I'm doing a alpha push, middle push, and right side push simultaneously, right? Because if you would go for a right side push normally, all you would want is basically this. Right? And then you would want to contest Delta and the whole Charlie. So I
So
know,
can I
I
see,
think
like,
it's
the
really strong.
opening?
Because yeah, I think it's really strong. I want to see his opening too. Because at least on maps which are this big, because even if one of my pushes fails, I still get map control, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And even against okay, so Harp and a Tiger 2 and 4 2 3 Panther kinda. And then still the Kratal behind, that surprised me a bit, yeah. But a little bit lucky with the Kratal. I do have 30% ECM. But oh Even against good players, it happens that they win all 3, because, I mean, you know, you need to have a deck like EC or Baltic or something to do something like this, right? Like
Close.
such a greedy opener, but, yeah, I feel this. And this is where you
It's
fuck
like-
up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're out of all your missiles!
Yeah, he's out of missiles.
Yeah.
I don't get why. Like, I think
Yeah,
it was like only 4 head.
target.
Oh, it was the MiG-21. He sucked up all the missiles.
Oh, well, the
Yeah,
MiG-21
but
got some
I
of it.
feel
I
that
also,
the-
no, not yet, actually. No, now I'm gonna
feel
send in
the
the Super...
four,
Because, yeah, I sent in the Super Pumas to do just that, but I guess it was already. But yeah, the MiG-21. I got 2 MiG-21s, right? So the first one, then the second one. And then he did kill one of the Mi-17s already, and then this one's half-life. So yeah. Right, and now, so now he's got all his stuff unloaded here, and he can't really move it. Like, the only thing which is mobile he's got here, I guess, is this, and the AMX-10s, right? This is a big danger. And I was really worried about these.
He doesn't have anything in alpha.
No,
Like,
but the AMX-10s could be here before I'm there, right? If
Yeah.
he goes on the road. So
They could have been, like-
I was really worried about them.
It could have
That's also
intercepted your
part of
infantry.
why I sent the Super Pumas in, just to kind of distract him.
Yeah, that's smart. Like, your KTs, you know, now the AMX-10s can't intercept them anymore. They will get to the city.
By now, yeah. And even, honestly, if he pokes here now, I would probably win, because it's already, like, it's only 3 KTs, maybe not against 2. If it was 4 or 5 KTs, I would say I would win at this range. Like, 2 KTs
that's
kind of win against an AMX-10, kind of often.
No, 2 KTs definitely win against an AMX-10 at this distance.
Yeah, this isn't for sure, I mean in general. Like, even at,
Oh, yeah.
if you're at max range when you start, but you're both fast moving, or like, no, you're fast moving and he's standing, you even have a decent chance still.
Ooh.
Which is pretty dope, yeah. Yeah, and then he doesn't, right? Like, this is your issue, by the way. Are you watching Osakasa?
Yeah.
You're not doing anything. Like, if you had your MX-10s up here, you could now use this infantry to push and hold this, which is what I would do in your position. In your position now, I would take this and this. Taking this disrupts or complicates my reinforcements here.
Where's your mouse?
Oh, yeah. You can't see the mouse on Discord. I'd have to see
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I would take this and this. With this stuff. Leave just one unit here, maybe like 1 legion behind, send all the rest up. Yeah, like leave 1 legion and then send like, I don't know, legion and para here and Rima and legion here or something. I don't quite know what you have. Yeah, figure
Yeah, but
something out.
your wheel was the problem.
The will could
maybe
probably,
implement-
yeah. Smoke it, buy a plane, honestly buy a peace shrine. Like, I would buy a peace shrine.
Yeah,
And
like
even,
you
you
bought
can at least try to kill it with the AMX-10s, like, not even joking. If you send the Vamps forwards first and then peek with the AMX-10 at this range, you will double 2-shot it. Like, with 4 shots, you'll kill it and you have 2, so. And like,
Yeah.
right now, it's standing sideways. If you peek here, you even 1-shot it, you know?
Yeah, but the smoke should have. The smoke should have been the solution for that.
I don't think so, because it's a bit too open and the will can move. Like, what are you gonna smoke? Like, all of this? I guess so, right? It also would be an option, but I would even say what you should have done has been aggressive with AMX-10s. And yeah, like, smoke it in the meantime, but don't rely on yours. Or I guess at least for this, smoke would be the solution though, right? Like, smoke, and you can cross the infantry. At least take this. For this, it's a bit trickier. But yeah. Do you panda from the opening then? I see. Yeah, I fuck up a bit here.
Oh, it was a Gepard after all.
Yeah, it was a gap part. I did no damage here, like, you were really unlucky, like. It's
Yeah,
like 3 damage, and I flew straight above it.
It's Flak Panzer A1.
It's really good normally. Like, it's 60% accuracy, and he stopped it, right? So yeah. Right, like, I do this, and it's like, if I get the CV and so on, great. If not, you know, maybe I get in here and he doesn't notice, I can send just some reinforcements. But I don't intend to hold this. I know you can, but it makes it too stretched out. As long as I haven't dealt with this. Like, if I had this under control, I might even try and hold this. Not to try hard, but I don't know, when you have spikes, it's always good if you have, you know, more space to fall back and so on. No need. I know. The situation I really find very interesting whenever we have it. Because you get very interesting supply line situations where kind of both sides can try and snipe each other's supply lines. Did
Yeah,
not happen
Delta.
too much here. I did a bit, like, I did focus on getting here, right? Which netted me the Kratal kill. And I guess actually he is here. And he is doing just that, right?
Yeah, I just try to cut the
Yeah,
range
and
force.
it's definitely what you should do. It's definitely what you should. You could even Like, if you really want to try hard, right? But either straight away, or like send an empty transport here, or you notice I don't have an ATGM and get your AMX 10s here. Like, that would be so good for you if you can get AMX 10s here. Even
Then
by
you would have to buy a
even-
Wilk and counter the MX or something.
I couldn't. I even with a Wilk, you can't counter AMX 10s. You would need like a Salamander or something. Yeah. I don't honestly. I don't think you should have opened with a crit out. Like, even if it really helped you this game, because you got the 21 bis with it. I think if you open with a Tiger 2 in the hap, which I do think is viable, I don't think you want a crit out. It's just like too much.
Too much
Hilo
AA. Like,
and it's too
that's
anti-hilo. If you really want to protect it, like get the Roland 3 wheels, right? Because
I mean,
that's anti.
that's like-
It's the same price, but it's anti-plane.
if you think about it, it's like 280 points of anti-helo AA.
Exactly, right? So if you really want 200, like make 285 points of AA, but 65 of them anti-plane, or just 220.
The other thing is like you wouldn't even have needed it because your Hilo AA, like they only killed the Stelchi, like the MI-17 with a Stelki, and
I mean, that's because I
think another
started
MI-17
early and unloaded, right? But yeah, even like say I had gone for like 3 Sokos or something, right? The Krita wouldn't even be there when the Hilo fight happens.
That's true. Yeah, like you would only need it afterwards, but
Yeah, then
Like,
at that point I
is
already
that
have
Krita-
unloaded and I'm flying back, right? So
is a Crotal really necessary to counter a Sokol? Because the Sokol after opener only either kills your Panthers, which
exactly, right.
they could also be defended by a shorter range AA, or they use the rocket pods, but that's also very short range, so the Gepard would have been enough.
Yeah, I mean,
And it would have arrived late anyway.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think a Gepard is like a no-no just because it's too slow on a map like this, unless you take it for here. But
That's
I
true.
think it's Roland 3 or nothing. If you have those 2 helicopters.
What? Roland? Are you kidding?
Why? I mean,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not that bad,
Roland
it's
is
better than a
good.
Hawk. Like, it hits more like sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 2 shots and it needs 20 seconds to reload. 5 ticks. Like you
So-
miss one
Really that
missile.
bad?
kill the
Isn't it
target.
4 shots? Is it 2 shots?
It's after 2 shots you have to reload. I don't think it's 20 seconds
Oh, yeah.
to reload.
20 seconds is too much. I think it's like
Yeah.
5 or 10.
Yeah, 5 or 10. But yes, you do have that. But so what? Like, I know you. On the other hand, get 2 shots out really fast, right?
I mean, most of
Like,
the anti-plane engagements with that range.
If a guy gets a Hilo Bopper to counter your Tiger 2 and he gets shot twice by a heavy AA radar AA, he's not gonna stick around. What more do you care about?
Yeah,
And most likely he's
furthermore-
dead, honestly, if it's a Roland 3.
Yeah, and if it's like Hawk spam, there's like only the NASAMs that's really good at countering it because that thing is like machine gun. But you have your ASFs, which are really good.
Yeah, I mean, and you can just get double stack of Roland 3 would deal with anything, really.
Yeah, like a double stack of
But that's not
Roland.
something you open with.
Yeah, but I mean afterwards, like any single plane that he sends in
Exactly,
would
it's dead.
probably die.
Because you get 4 missiles off at like 70%, and you just need 2 to hit.
But it's at like 0.7